Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is Blueprint Design and I'm Nikhil. And in this video, we are going to learn how to create, design and prototype the Facebook like interaction where the users can actually choose from various reactions and engage with the posts on Facebook. And I've tried to create these completely in Adobe XD. And this is going to be a really fun video. So if you like this and want to learn how to create this in Adobe XD, please show me some love and hit the like button. Share this video with your network so more people can learn how to create these interactions in their designs and in their apps. And please consider subscribing to my channel as I'll be creating more such videos and micro interactions for you in the future. So let's get started. So I'm in Adobe XD and in front of me I have this artboard which I'm going to use for this tutorial. And as you can see, I've already taken the liberty to design a prototype of how the Facebook post might look like. Obviously this is not exactly how it does in real life, but I tried my best to be as close as possible. As Facebook has this infinite scroll, by the end of this tutorial, I'm also going to be adding that scroll effect. But right now, I also have these 6 icons that I'm going to use for the reactions. The users can actually react in these 6 forms. We can add more or remove some according to our preferences. So if I zoom into this like one, when the user actually hovers over the like reaction, I also want to show like an alternative text kind of a box up top over here, which I'm going to make right now. So I'm going to group this 2 layers and name it text. So this in total, including like the icon and the text, is going to be part of my reaction. So the way I'm going to do this is, first of all, like I've selected both of these, I'm going to create a component out of these. In Adobe XD, you can do it multiple ways. You can do it from the layers panel or from the menu up above, or you can simply right click on your selection and make a component. You can use the shortcut command or control K as well. So I've made a component and I want the text to be behind the icon, which I'll explain why in just a moment. But for now, we have the default state for this component. I'm going to create one more state, which is the hover state. Keep the name as hover state. And now going back to the default state, in its default state, we don't want to see the text. So I'm going to move it behind the icon, and that's why I arranged the layers as they are right now. And I reduce the opacity for that text to 0, and I also basically made that hidden. Now since we edited the default state, we have to go back to the hover state and reverse those edits. This is what the hover state for the like icon looks like, and this is the default state, and this is what we want. So I'm going to quickly repeat this process for all these 6 reactions as well. So components is really a great way to speed up your workflow in designs and use the same design multiple times. I've already added or shared a lot of videos about using components. I'll leave the link to those videos down in the description. Be sure to check those out as well. So now that I've made all the reactions, the individual reactions, I'm going to go one step ahead, and this is completely optional. But during the hover state, I want the icon to enlarge a bit and then rotate like this. The regular state or the normal state, the icon looks like this, but when we hover over this, I want it to rotate slightly. This is completely optional, but just that I did it with one reaction. I'm going to repeat this process with all the others as well. So this is the like button that when the user hovers over the like icon, the reaction, they get to see more options to react to this post, right? So I'm going to remove that and paste it on the paste board right over here. Okay, and so now I'm going to take the like button and all these reactions, select both of these and again make it into a component. So right click on the selection and make a component. And you may have noticed that we like each of the reactions, the like, love, laugh, wow, sad and angry, like they are components by themselves. So we are really nesting the components, like we adding these smaller individual components within the larger like component. So this is called nesting of components, and this can this can be really advantageous in your design. So again, like we did for the individual reactions, for the larger component, we are going to add one more state, which is the hover state. Go back to the default state and move the individual reactions behind the like button, because in the initial state, we don't want to see all the reactions, right? So now, since we edited the default state, I'm going to go back to the hover state for this like button, expand it, again set the opacity to 100% and move them where they were initially. So this is the default state and this is the hover state. Perfect. Now let me go in here and set all of these individual components to their default state. So this is the hover state, this is the default state. Now you may have noticed that when in the default state, I actually reduce the opacity of this the individual reactions to 0, and also I made this folder with all the individual reactions hidden. And the reason for that is when I change or make something within a component, when I change or hide something, uh, the bounds of that component change as well. So you see, for the default state, the boundaries of this component, which are not which are shown by the green boundary, they just surround the like button. But when I go back to the hover state, notice how the boundaries are expanding. This is going to be super useful when prototyping our boards and the designs, because if the bounds are not set properly, we may encounter some false interactions and we don't want that. So make sure you take full advantage of these. So now that I have the component, I'm going to move it, or actually I'm going to press Alt and then drag a copy. So I'm not using the main component, I'm using an instance of that. And I'm going to now move it in place, so which is over here. So now I have the post complete with all the individual components, right? What I'm going to do next is, with that post selected, again from the properties inspector, I'm going to create a repeat grid to show the never ending scroll effect. When I scroll to the top, I'm going to give the distance between each post. So now you can scroll infinitely the different posts for the people you follow. But I do have to make one more change, which is I've added these repeat grid, the post in the repeat grid, but now I want to basically make that area a scroll area. So essentially, this is completely optional because this prototype will work without this as well. But I just wanted to show you can use the repeat grids within a scroll group as well. So this is the entire scroll group. Here is the repeat grid, and this is the individual post. Now you, in your designs, you can actually make changes to this repeat grids and the post, the individual post within those. So for example, this is the first post, this is the second post, but I can still make changes to that. So I can change the images, the graphics, or even change the captions or the date and time. But I'm just going to show you by changing the graphics. So I've made the necessary changes, and here's the moment of truth. I'm able to scroll down to all the posts, and then so something is not working, and I think I know why. So in the layers panel, my footer group, which includes the like, comment, and share button, is beneath the post. So I need to edit those. Here's a shortcut that you can use to rearrange the posts. If you want to move the layer or a group of layers above to the top, press Command or Control closing square bracket. If you want to move them down, press Command or Control opening square bracket. So now I think that issue is gone. So let's play the animation once more. So I can scroll down to see all my different posts. And there you have it. I can hover over the like button to see more reaction options that I can choose from. And then I can hover over those individual reactions to see more details about that. And this really works on all of these posts because I created a repeat grid and I'm using a component. So there you have it. It was really easy and fun to create the Facebook like interaction in Adobe XD. And if you do learn something, please show some love by hitting the like button. Share this video with your network so more designers can create such interactions in their designs. And do consider subscribing to my channel, as I love sharing these ideas and my knowledge with the community. And I'll be sharing more in the future, so you don't want to miss those. Thank you so much for watching.